There's only so many calls you can have and interactions you can have. Really, what we've decided is we got to put limits on these things, and we'll see. It's going to be an experiment, right? But I'm confident we'll at least be the only job board doing it, So like we're going to have a daily limit of a certain, like you can only apply to like 3 jobs per day. Like, like all of a sudden, guess what? You're going to have to be more thoughtful about which ones you apply to. And the recruiters and everybody on each side is going to know all of these things, right? Like these aren't things that are hidden. Like we're not just like, it's like all on the same website. Go read what the workers offer is. Go read what the recruiting org is. Go read what the non-recruiting org is. Like, transparency is a big thing, and so like, yeah, they're going to know that. And they're going to say, well, I'm one of their 3 applications today. So hopefully they'll remember if I call today, which are the 3, you know what I mean? Like it's simple stuff. It ain't that clever. Like, so we're doing things like that, but also the other thing where I think a big problem we found, and this was heartbreaking because like we were advertising really big pay packages, right? Much higher than average on Indeed and Vivian. So we had this same experience where I would say, okay, I get that you won't stop any type of person from applying, but can I have a limit? Can it stop after 10 or 20 or 30? Because I'm not kidding. We would list some jobs and it was just so much higher than the average pay for that profession in that area. Like, and all of a sudden, I'm not kidding, 30 minutes, I'd have 50, 60 applications. And I'm like trying to take the job down. I'm like trying because like we believe people should be treated with dignity. So I made my recruiters call every single one, and it's like, I'm paying for that time. And I know most of them are qualified, like, or it's not going to work out. And I know there's only 2 openings. So even if I get both openings, I got 58 other people who aren't getting that job. That's my best case scenario. That sucks. That's not a fun scenario. Like, even if you have the win, you still have 58 like losses or try to redirects and stuff like that, So it's just a shitty design. And that's the problem. The design's shitty and it's designed, they don't give a shit because like ultimately it's still the best option. Ultimately it's better than Facebook groups. Ultimately it's better than knocking on doors. You know what I mean? Like it's still better. You can't deny it. There's a reason Indeed is making $700 million in profit every 3 months. And it ain't just all the ads, like there's a reason because it's still a better solution. I just think there's a lot of other areas in life where you get what you pay for. And if you don't, you would never use that service or that business again. And I think there's no reason that like job boards and marketplaces for work can't also be that way, like there's no reason. And I'm out to prove it. So like, I think that if we just have the discipline to only take money from the employers, from the organizations looking for workers, if they actually get the worker, right? Like then our company's interest will always be aligned with the main 2 participants we're here to serve, and furthermore, if I make all of my internal team, the good work staff, and I say, hey guys, guess what? We're all getting like profit share, like, and so you need to make the company leaner and more profitable as possible. And guess what? We're going to make the percentage we give you based on the conversion rate of like applications to working.